there be anything else?
No, thank you, Stella. That's fine.
I'll just get you some fresh cream and sugar.
That won't be necessary. We're fine.
Oh, how about some hot biscuits left over from breakfast?
Stella.
Oh, yes, sir.
So, down to business.
Such as it is.
Are there any new developments?
Yes, a change in strategy.
I didn't know we had one.
We all agreed to put up a united front and fight this unfortunate situation together.
That's the strategy?
Yes. So?
None of that has changed.
What?
Well, it sure would help things if whoever did take the gun would at least admit it. Then we could figure out what to do about it.
Come on, Scotty, wake up. Wake up.
Charlie.
It's time to go to work.
I'm at work.
Did you sleep well?
I slept like a rock. You know, I slept on a rock. I want you to take a memo that order a new couch first thing in the morning.
Scotty, it is first thing in the morning.
It couldn't be. I just went to sleep.
Are you planning on doing business here all day? From the couch?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I can't work. You have to cancel all my appointments.
You look awful.
Yeah, well, I feel a lot worse. You know, I don't know how much longer I can go on like this. Taking the job home with him, but this is ridiculous.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to go to the cottage, which is the only thing I can do. I can take a shower there. Nice hot shower. Change my clothes, or I can go on looking like a bum.
Well, what about the police?
Well, they've got to be finished by now. Can't keep the place sealed forever.
Well, I think you should call them first.
That's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to go over there.
What do you mean, we?
I want you to go with me.
No.
What?
Look, I just don't want to go over there.
Why are you afraid to go to the cottage?
Morning. How'd you sleep?
Oh, very well. You?
Not very well.
You seem to have given it up almost entirely.
Yeah, well, I can assure you it was not from choice.
Worried, huh?
Oh, yeah, there's that. Let's not leave out frustrated, and of course there's impatient. Oh, yes, and fed up. I just don't know where I'm going with this.
The Baldwin case.
There are others.
Apparently not, for you.
Yeah, this is one case that could quite literally drive a guy to drink. Not necessarily a bad idea. But there are so many people that could have murdered Susan. I just don't know where to start.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No. Wait a minute. Yes.
That was quick. What?
Look, just sit there and listen to me talk this through, will you? Maybe discussing it with a uninvolved mind will help me understand it a little bit better.
I'm all yours, Commissioner. Shoot. Oh, just an expression.
An appropriate one. Right. Now, first on a long and lengthy list of suspects, we have one Alice Grant. She has the best motive.
The will.
Right. She passed go, got all the money. She was at the site of the murder that night, and she said she left there around about 9:10, went to Kelly's by bus.
What time was Susan killed?
Oh, we don't know exactly. It was between 9 and 10. We're trying to narrow it down more now.
Well, shelve Alice until you do, and find out exactly what time she left Susan's house.
Well, yeah, you seem to have a knack for this.
It's just common sense.
Yeah, well, hunches play a big part in it, too. Now, although I don't have any heavy evidence on her, she's still my best suspect.
For now.
For now, let's not sneeze at that. I mean, there are still a lot of unanswered questions regarding that watch pin. Why? And that brings us to the next suspect. Alice's delightful daughter, Heather. This one has the potential to make Lizzie Borden look like the flying nun. Now, she's known to have hated Susan. Thanks, love. Possibly in collusion with her husband on some sort of a forgery scheme. Oh, incidentally, Carlson from the bank, he's bringing over some information on that.
Where?
Well, he's bringing it here. I hope you don't mind. Look, for the time being, this place is going to have to serve as both office and residency. Where was I?
Heather. Was she with Susan the night of the murder?
She won't admit to it, but we found a lipstick of hers at that site. Now, it had to have been dropped there that evening.
So that means that she's either covering for herself or for somebody else.
That's what I figured. You sure you haven't done this before?
Well, from the other side of the street, yes. Who are your other suspects?
Well, all right. Quartermains. They've got to be high on the list. They all wanted her out of the way.
For the same reason?
Well, I don't know. Well, I think so. Looks like it. Anyway, from what I can gather, Jackie was going to get some sort of information of Susan on the family the night that she got killed. Now, from what I understand, this story would not have extolled the virtuous name of Quartermain, such as it is. So they may have wanted her shut up before the whole sordid business became public. And, of course, they owned the gun which killed Susan.
That still doesn't tell you which, if any of them, is your murderer.
Yeah, right again. Look, I've got a better idea. Why don't I just simply stay home and clean up the kitchen and you can head up the investigation?
I might do such a good job, they'd make me commissioner. Anyway, is that all your suspects?
Last but not least, there's one Scotty Baldwin. He was the last person to see the victim alive, or at least so he says. Was also seen arguing with Susan, and, well, she was known to have been about to prosecute him on some sort of forgery charge.
Sounds pretty convincing. What's his story?
Scotty claims to have resolved his differences before he left.
What time was that?
No, he says between about 9:15 and 9:30.
And, of course, he swears she was alive.
He'd be stupid to say otherwise, wouldn't he?
That. Alice Grant.
Heather Weber,
the
Quartermains, Scotty Baldwin. Only one question remains. Who was the one that squeezed the trigger that ended Susan's life? Don't leave the door open.
Well, then you tell me just how you can explain your sudden interest in marksmanship. Spending all that time down in the cellar blasting away at a target, and I assume it was you.
How can you possibly think I'm capable of something like that?
Oh.
That was a long time ago.
Well, old habits die hard.
That was different. Infidelity makes a man do things he wouldn't ordinarily do.
So does greed.
Oh, will you stop it? That's ancient history. All right, since both of you deny taking the gun, will you tell me who did it? Well, don't look at me.
Why, you had as much reason as we did.
More.
Oh, now, just a moment. Of course I'd want to protect my wife's honor and my children's inheritance. But it doesn't mean I'd go that far. I'm not a murderer.
Even if it meant keeping everything that you have.
Never. But I sure wouldn't put it past you.
Me? This isn't my precious family name that Susan about to walk all over.
Yes, but you were going to share in all the money she was going to extort from us, aside from the fact that there was no love lost between you and Susan.
Oh, look who's talking. Jesse James himself.
Oh, will you please be quiet? So much for our united front. Obviously, nobody in this family took the gun. It just jumped out of the drawer, flew over to the cottage, and pow, shot Susan on its own.
I'm not frightened.
Well, then there's no problem.
No, there certainly isn't, as long as I don't have to go back there.
What is it? What's bothering you?
It was just so morbid. And I remember seeing...
Seeing what?
Well, seeing Susan alive one minute, and then the next minute I hear she's dead. It's gruesome, Scotty. She's not even buried yet.
That's what's bothering you, huh?
Well, no one's even said anything about it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll talk to Alice, and as soon as coroner's office releases her body, arrange for a small funeral, pretty small. I'm sure there's not a lot of people who want to pay their respects to Susan.
I'm sure you're right. I just can't understand why you want to go back to the cottage, Scotty, so soon after what's happened.
I'm not thrilled about going there either, but I've got to stop there. I live there. Better for worse.
Worse, much worse, Scotty.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Go out and buy a whole new wardrobe?
Okay, if you're so determined to go over there, go ahead, but I think you should call the police for you. You don't want to walk in and find the police there, do you?
I've got nothing to hide.
That's what you keep saying.
You don't believe me?
It doesn't matter what I believe. All that matters is what the police believe, Scotty. Just find out if the cottage is still sealed.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Yeah, Captain Ramsey. Tell him it's Scotty Baldwin.
Yeah, Ramsey here.
Morning, Captain.
Baldwin?
Well, more or less.
What can I do for you?
One of two things. You either loan me your place so I can clean up, or let me go back to the cottage. I need a shower and a change of clothes. Very soon, and my secretary is going to quit. And you know how hard it is to get good help these days.
Come on, is this on the level?
Straight as an arrow. I'm a mess. What I need, only soap, water, and a clean shirt can provide.
Well, I don't see any reason why you can't go back to the cottage. We've pulled all our evidence, done all our fingerprinting, dusted everything. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's all yours.
Thank you, sir. Now I'll be fit for proper society again.
It'll take more than a shower to do that.
Now, Captain. Innocent until proven guilty. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Goodbye.
Okay?
Yeah. It's okay, we can go.
So, Commissioner, are you planning on coming into work today, or are you going to stay in your mission controlled and play video games all day?
Ah, come on, you're just jealous.
No, I'm just grateful, very grateful. Because when you're not around, we get a lot more work done.
Oh, such as?
Well, not so much so far today.
Yeah, well, in that case, you won't mind if I drop in later.
Why should I? You're the boss. Enjoy your morning off, huh?
Off? Off, you say? Listen, I have been up half the night trying to figure out an angle on this Baldwin business.
A likely story.
Wait a minute. And as for the morning, I have got Carlson walking in here any minute.
You mean the banker? What do you want him for?
Well, I want to, clarify this forgery business. Look, if Susan was right about Scotty, and he thought that she was going to prosecute him for forgery, now, isn't that a great reason for him to want her out of the way?
By the way, speaking of Baldwin, he called me a few minutes ago.
With a confession, I hope.
No such luck. He wanted to get back into the cottage. He said that he'd like to take a shower and pick up some fresh clothes.
Well, any reason why he shouldn't?
Well, that's what I told him.
Well, your guys have finished there, haven't they?
Oh, yeah, everything's dusted, searched, the works.
Oh, fine. But hang on, I think that's Carlson now. Look, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, over and out.
10-4, I think Broderick Crawford used to say.
Oh, guys.
Are you going out?
Yeah, I have a few errands to run.
Well, make sure you have fun.
Good luck.
Listen, I want to thank you for listening to my, ramblings this morning.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Please come in.
It's quite a place you got here for Commissioner.
If you like it, please, take off your coat.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming over.
Well, this is far more convenient for me than police headquarters.
Yeah, well, I intend to do a lot more of my business here.
Oh, I'm sure you will. It's very, very pleasant.
Well, what have you got for me?
As you requested, I checked with several handwriting experts about the possibility of Mrs. Baldwin having forged the signature.
Any chance?
None. They all agreed it's quite out of the question. Even if she had traced the signature, they would have been able to identify her handwriting.
Let's take a look at that.
That's Mrs. Baldwin's real signature on the top. The one on the bottom is the forgery. Even to an amateur like me, the difference is quite noticeable.
Clearly.
Now, you see, when you place one on top of the other, it becomes very obvious they were written by different hands.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, is that proof enough for you?
Well, proof that Susan didn't sign power of attorney, but not proof that Scotty did, right?
That's correct, but the very fact that Mr. Baldwin was really the only one who stood to gain surely casts him in a suspicious light.
Well, it seems that way.
And then there's also the matter of the phone call.
Right. Now, we've agreed that the voice on the end of that phone could have been anybody.
All I needed was simple confirmation of the switching of power of attorney. I never thought it was anyone but Susan.
Now, let's go back to when you called.
Correction, when he called.
Wait a minute, excuse me. You said he?
Yes, Mr. Baldwin placed the call.
Then he could have been calling anywhere.
I suppose so. I guess I should have been more cautious.
All right. When was your last contact with Scotty?
Later, after Susan confronted him with the truth. He did everything but stand on his head to get me to drop the whole matter.
Interesting.
Clear cut, if you ask me. Obviously, Susan's husband forged her signature to gain her power of attorney.
And the right to invest Jason's money in practically anything.
You didn't think I was going to eat that many donuts by myself, did you?
Some mornings it's hard to get started.
Yes, well, in that case, I will give these to my husband at the clinic, and I will be back.
Oh, no. More donuts.
Yeah, more donuts, more donuts.
Morning. Hi. Well, if it isn't, oh, what's her name? You know, my ex-tenant? I tell you, Les, once they no longer need you, they forget all about you. They never come and visit and say hello. Well, why do you think I'm here? It's certainly not for your coffee. You drink tea.
Right, I confess, I can't live without your tea.
You got it.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, too long.
How's everything going for you?
Oh, fine. I'm taking it every day, you know, as it comes.
That's good. I guess you and Robert are probably getting settled in by now, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
He should be pretty busy with this murder investigation.
He is. In fact, he was out most of last night working on it.
Well, everybody at the hospital is talking about it. It seems astonishing how many lives Susan's death has touched.
It's the same down here.
She seems to have made an awful lot of enemies. Of course, we're very close to Alice Grant, so I'm more concerned about her than anyone because this is very difficult for her.
You were here with Alice on the night of the murder, weren't you?
Yes. In fact, she came in extremely upset, probably as upset as I have ever seen her because she left Susan and Scotty in the middle of a huge fight.
What time was that?
The fight? Oh, I don't know.
No, when Alice came in.
Gosh, I couldn't say exactly.
Do you know?
I don't even remember seeing Alice come in here.
That's because you didn't.
That would explain it. Where was I?
You were out and back. Do you remember that truck, the delivery truck that got here
Oh,
late?
yeah, that's right. The guy's truck broke down and he had to call AAA to get the tow truck over here.
Right.
Was the driver calling AAA when Alice came in?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, he must have been, because you took him in back to use that other phone, and it was just after that that Alice got here, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's your answer.
Where?
What's the question?
Well, AAA must keep a record of all the calls, the incoming calls, right? So if we can find out what time the driver made the call, we can find out what time Alice was here and couldn't have been at Susan's committing murder.
You're kidding. Somebody thought that... Well, good thinking.
It's just simple deduction.
But very impressive.
No, that's not it. It was a delivery truck from Cedar's Bakery,
Right,
Cedars. And the call came in between 9 and 10 that night. What was that last one again? Yeah, that's got to be it. What time did that call come in? You're absolutely positive of that? Okay, thank you. Mission accomplished. The call came in at exactly 9:20 p.m. That means Alice must have been here by then, and she took the bus, right? So she must have left Susan's at least 10 minutes before that, right?
Oh, at least, yeah.
Good work.
Okay, well, at least we've pinpointed Alice's whereabouts about the time of the murder. If we could just find out exactly when Susan was killed. I'm going to go and talk to Robert about this at police headquarters. Okay, well, thanks for your help.
Oh, anytime.
You did all the work. Yeah, well, I enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Bye, good luck.
Goodness.
You know, when I first heard about Robert and Holly getting married and why, I had my doubts.
Yes, well, so did I.
But apparently, things might just work out.
Yeah, I guess. I still wonder. I think what Robert did was very gallant. But I think it takes more than gallantry to make a marriage work.
True, but apparently so far so good.
Yes, well, she's certainly getting involved in his work, which is sometimes good and sometimes not.
Which you should know.
I certainly should. I think on that note, I had better get back to getting involved with his work before he wonders where I am.
Okay.
See you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
You cold?
No, scared.
What? I know this isn't your favorite place in the world, but I don't understand why you're so upset.
Because of the last time I was here.
What? All right, look, come on. You can tell me now, Heather. Come on, we're partners. If you can't trust me, who else is left?
I was here the night of the murder.
What?
And the police know it.
What are you talking about?
Well, they found the tube of my lipstick here. I must have dropped it that night.
Are you telling me that you admitted to the police that you were here the night that Susan was murdered?
No, I denied it. But they must know I'm lying.
So that's it, huh?
I guess so.
Why?
Because I love you.
What does that have to do with it?
We both hated Susan. I was afraid that... I wanted to protect you.
Protect me?
So I did. I did the night I was here. Now I'm scared.
Go on, Heather.
I can't.
What are you holding back from me?
Well, thanks for your help. Well, I was glad to do it. There is one thing you can do for me, though.
What's that?
I don't have to tell you how adverse publicity like this can affect a bank's image.
Understandable. I'll do what I can to keep your institution out of the press.
I certainly appreciate that, Commissioner. Oh, you have business. If you need me for anything, please don't hesitate to call.
I won't. What's up, Bert?
Robert, I just got a report from the lab I thought you'd be interested in seeing a part of. By raising the indentations on a notepad that we took from Susan's cottage, the fellas have come up with a message that Susan wrote.
It's good work. Listen, put me across to the data room and have them put it up.
Will do. Punch up that note for the commissioner.
Well, well.
How about that?
Looks like we're back to the bereaved hubby again. I think I'll pay Scotty Baldwin a visit.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.